And to the American government, I just want to say, how dare you do that to our service members? How dare you? Hello and welcome to Mad Hatter News. My name is Sarah and I'm an ex-Washington, D.C. news reporter turned Chicago-based comedian and entertainer. The whole reason why I got out of the media is because it is a lie and it is censored exponentially. The media has censored me yet again. I really liked the fact that I could report a lot on TikTok independently, and I quickly accrued a following of 500,000 people before the page was taken away because I guess I spilled too much tea. All of it was true tea, but the government doesn't like that. Well, I started a new page called Mad Hatter News. Feel free to subscribe. I don't go as hard on that page because they censor the ever-loving ish out of me, and today is no exception.
It me reporting whatever the I want.
You don't own me.
Whatever.
You should be scared.
It's tea time.
So there was a report that just came out showing that it is obvious people knew that the October 7th attacks were going to happen in Israel. So much so that they bought into Israeli security stocks 5 days before the attacks and sold them 2 days before the attacks, accruing a fortune of over $600 million. This is an unprecedented thing to happen to these stocks. These people knew this was going to happen. I reported that on my channel. Let's take a look at the video because thank God I saved it. Stock traders knew about the attacks beforehand and made money off of it. The whistleblowers are Robert Jackson Jr. from New York University School of Law and Joshua Mitz of Columbia University. Long story short, the Israeli Security Fund has stocks. Those stocks spiked like never before on October 2nd. It started to go up September 14, but most of the buyers were on October 2nd, and then they sold on October 5th. People don't just buy a large amount of stocks in a random company in mass for 3 days. And selling after 3 days made them $862 million. We know that the leader of the white and blue knew that this was going to happen a year in advance, and so did the top military officials of the white and blue. So we know that people knew about this before it was going to happen, and now these unknown traders bought and sold Israeli Security Fund in 5 days and made a hell of a lot of money off of it in stocks. They compared this with over a decade of trading and said they were very confident that the trading is exceptional and extraordinary when compared to over a decade of trading. In fact, it far exceeded the short selling activity in the pandemic, as well as the global financial crisis that happened in 2008. It exceeded that. So these people knew. And instead of saving people, they're multimillionaires now. So follow for more tea. And I got it taken down for community guidelines violation. I went to appeal it. It said that the appeal period had expired, but I had just posted the video the day before and it just got a violation 20 minutes before I attempted to appeal it. But it said the appeal period had expired. They don't want you to know that this is happening. They banned my main page for reporting on this type of stuff, and now they're doing this to this page. Stop watching TV. Stop listening to the media. Do as much research as you can on everything. Everything. We are not free. Yeah, so that is what's happening. The media really controls the narrative. We all know that. A lot of the times, the people who are being painted as the bad guys just don't have enough money or influence to defend themselves. That goes for combat in war all the way up to media and what people are conditioned to believe. We can all agree that the stocks going up and being sold like this is a clear indicator that they knew something was going to happen. If it was Palestinians, Hamas, that knew this was going to happen, then we need to bring that to justice, right? Because that means that they rigged the system. That means that they accrued a fortune illegally. This is a very illegal activity. But do you really think it was Hamas who did this? Do you really think that Hamas made over $600 million in this stock market sale? You think that was Hamas? I mean, if it was, let's bring whoever it was to justice, right? But I don't think it was Hamas. I think it was either people in the United States or people in Israel. So let's think about that for a second. If anyone in Israel knew that this attack was going to happen before it did, that means that they are responsible for their own civilians being murdered. And instead of saving their fellow countrymen, they made money from it. And if it was anyone in the United States, that means that that person knew that our allied country was going to be attacked, and instead of warning them, they made money from it. Either way, doesn't sound too good. It's baffling to me that this got taken off of TikTok. As we can all see, I did not violate any community guidelines whatsoever. The fact that I could not appeal it should show you that we are not free. The fact that I couldn't even appeal it shows how manipulated the system is. This should scare you. I don't want to be one of those people that is like promoting hysteria, but you should be afraid. All these freedoms that we apparently have been fighting for, we don't have them. What's upsetting to me the most is that I feel like I am an extreme patriot. I came from a very patriotic family. My dad was in the military. My dad's dad was in the military. His dad was in the military. My mom's dad was in the military. I have a high respect for service members, not only because they really put their life on the line for what they believe is our freedoms, but because there is a true intention of patriotism behind it. A lot of the time, people who go into the military and think that they're doing the right thing genuinely have no idea what's actually happening. And to put these people who are coming from good intentions on the front lines to be disposable souls to a manipulated lie that you never let them in on, I cannot think of anything more evil than that. They really believed that this entire time they were fighting for America to be protected. They were fighting for American freedoms. And to the American government, I just want to say, how dare you do that to our service members? How dare you do that to our service members? How dare you do that to us as a country? We're done. We're done. And I hope your time is up very soon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tea. If you do want to drink tea with me and other episodes, visit wholelifetea.com and enter my code TEATIME at checkout for 20% off every order every time. Whole Life Tea is a small business based out of Utah, and we should definitely support small businesses because corporations suck. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.